Hi, thanks PRC for giving us this platform. This is the third year running. You're working together with Fynd and and with the PRC forum to bring out the state of retail in the country. We have been doing this for the first two editions were more around omni-channel, how it is progressing, and today we are squarely getting into the domain of AI and how AI is actually shape-shifting the entire retail space for us. And who better than Salman to have this conversation? Salman is part of our partner Find here, who is in the trenches literally. So I'll straight away cut to chase, Salman. And my first question, the way I think about it is that one of the data points which really stuck out for me was that roughly half of the retailers that we spoke to, and we spoke to a good number of them across the spectrum, with turnover, with vintage of retail operations, almost half of them have still not started their so-called AI journey in a very purposeful manner. And AI is a word which is like pounding us every day, right? Every day we keep on hearing what's great about AI. So how do you look at this build up, right? Why do retailers are not really going for AI in the way we should have thought they would? What's the story there? Any experiences around that? Yeah.
Yeah, so in retail, we can see there is a technological shift in every interval of time. So we have seen the barcode scanners coming into picture. Then after that, the POS machines, then the digitization of the whole retail came into picture. And people adopted it slowly. Like it was not a sudden change like someone has come and it will change their life in a, like a sudden manner. It was always a faithful manner where someone started it, they started reaping out the benefits out of it, and others started copying from the outputs that they have seen. And the perception with AI of the retailers are ki the AI is more like a just supporting agent kind of thing, or it will just enable one or two use cases around the current retail system. But they are forgetting it's not like a gadget or a tool that is present in the system. It's more like electricity that we can compare with. Ki it's a power that you're getting as in form of AI, and you can harness it in form of multiple use cases. The previous speakers talks about the promotions and discounting activities that happens in the retail. So if I'm aware about ki to whom I need to give the discount at what point of time and what amount I should offer so that he can add more products in the cart, or he can get more products, like it can increase my average order value. That will be the milestone for me, because ultimately in retail I want to increase my profits. I need to have more customers buying from me in higher values that I want.
Yeah.
And ultimately those margins I will get the more on the basis of the customer adoption to my products. And that is feasible via AI. AI is at every step. You just need to identify the use cases that PRC report also talks about. You need to own the use case first. And the retailers currently are not ready to own that. They are just waiting for others. So I usually segment the retailers into three parts. One are the explorers. They are still exploring what will happen or what will not happen. The second are the early winners. They have like some chatbots in the market. Some of them have some kind of personalization in their websites kind of thing. And some are like the leaders in the market that have like AI at every step, not just the customer facing part, but also from the supply chain. If I'm able to like deliver my products to the customer like in 2 to 3 days, or I can move my inventory from warehouse to store, or from the manufacturing to store within a week, then that's a massive hit for me. If my inventory is lying in my warehouse for like 3 months, I'm not able to clear it out. That's a load for me. That's a cost for me. And if I'm able to provide some kind of discounting on that, and I'm able to sell through that, that's like itself a win. And AI is like enabling that for us. So those kind of use cases needs to be thought upon, needs to be pursued upon and owned upon.
So what I hear you say is that for AI to actually get adopted, it has to have a very solid grounding in what's the business impact, what's the business benefit I'm going to get, and maybe that clarity is possibly not so well accepted or being thought through. I think one of my hypotheses also is that when you look at the retail space in India, and you think about how much of it is organized and how much of it is unorganized, clearly we are talking about roughly, our sense is that roughly around 20%, one-fifth of retail is playing in the organized space. So by default, why do I need to invest in a technology when I've got almost 4/5 of the market, which is waiting for me to get tapped into, right? So why do I need to invest in a technology which is almost like adding further more efficiency or benefit to my existing operations, since I have such a huge headroom for growth? And one of the other things that we are picking up in our conversations is that it's ultimately a people's business. Retail is all about people. It's all about, we heard multiple panels so far talking about how do you actually make the person on the shop floor more effective. That's the space in which, or even for that matter, the online experience is more powerful. And one of the challenges we are sensing here is, can I actually replace the human which is there as part of my business operations for so many years? And is the AI now fit for replacement? Is it now ready to replace some of the decision making which is happening so far by people who have been doing the merchandise planning, shop floor operations, supply chain planning for 10 years, 15 years? So I think is it like dearth of data? No, we are picking up in our conversation that enough and more data is getting generated. Lot of parts of the retail value chain are digitized. So data is there. But still, the sense is people are not going in for AI in the way that one would have thought that, okay, is it really, we are picking up those three parts, right? Is it actually helping me differentiate? Is it helping me really do my things better, effectiveness, or is it helping me take out my cost? So where do you think are people falling in? Is it effectiveness question? Is it a differentiation question? Is it a efficiency question? Or people see that I don't really feel the need because there is so much to grow. My glass is only 1/5 full.
So we need to understand the demography and the retail are connected with each other. It's like a mirror that they see into each other. If we go back to like 5 years before, the products that were in the market are no longer relevant to the market right now, because today it's more like a social media driven, influencer driven market where you see, okay, in this movie or in this reel, you have seen a product and you want it. That was not there five years back. So the unorganized market was able to penetrate more than 80%. Like 5 years back, it was like 90% there, because they were driving the market. People were buying what was there in the market, available in the market. It was not like people were like demanding, I want this kind of top or this kind of jeans. There was nothing like that. But as we have driven more into the social media world where everything is like online, even we are online right now. So everyone is seeing everyone. Like a lehenga for a wedding that's cost more than 1 lakh. It just wore once, but once the picture is uploaded to social media, there is no relevance to it. Yeah. So the demography has changed a lot, so as to retail. So the data, first coming on the question, the organized to unorganized markets. So the market will get more organized in the sense that people want fashion that too on their fingertips, and that too very soon. If like 2-3 days back there was Met Gala, and there were a lot of apparels that were being shown by the celebrities, and people do want it in next 1 week, 2 week, 3 week. If brands are able to deliver it to them, then definitely they will buy it. And if you are launching the same thing after 6 months, no one is there to buy it. So ultimately, you have to run with the market. You have to understand the people, what they want and when they want. And you have to be available there on their fingertips. That's how the organized market comes into picture. At the same time, on the data part, every brand has a lot of data on their fingertips. Like they have the data warehouses, all kind of data. When a person is logging to the system, what was the length of the session that they were on online, what kind of product they scrolled, what kind of screens they interacted with. They have everything, but what they are doing with it? They are doing nothing. They are just like adding some tools on top of it. We are suggesting the personalization. They are like making the search more efficient in nature, or they are just changing some banners on the home page. They are just like adding some more screens to the shop, which can attract the customer, but ultimately the customer is not getting converted. And as we can see, more D2C brands are there, more marketplaces coming into picture. You have to stand out. if you are not able to manufacture the garment, or if you're not able to sense the need of the market. So with AI, I will give you one example. So if I'm a D2C brand owner, I know that these kind of clothes are trending in the market. A floral shirt or like a bell-bottom jeans, there is a market. And if I'm able to design it via AI by giving some prompt, then within 2 days I have the latest designs on my palette. Like I know what I can sell. Then if I get a vendor on top of it, which is also AI enabled, I can know about what is the capacity of the vendor, when he will be able to deliver my clothes, from when I can start the marketing, even the whole photo shoot, whole catalog, even the whole marketing material is AI generated, then everything is here with me. I don't need to depend on any agency. I don't need to depend on any vendor. When everything is with me, I can start the marketing right now. I can use the Meta ads. I can use the Google ads. I can have the online store. And then definitely it's available all around. And people will start buying it because I'm relevant in the market. It's not like I'm asking people to buy what I'm selling. I'm selling what people want it. And that's how the data, the organized sector, the social media, the demography of people, everything reflects in the retail itself. So retail has to catch up with the people. If they don't do that, then the brands will fall apart. And we have seen like there are multiple brands which were like the hero brands like 10 years back. Like it was like the jewel of the mall. I will use the word that you enter in the mall and you will look for those brands only that are nowhere relevant right now. There are multiple new brands which are like having 100 stores, 50 stores all over the country. Their websites are so good that you will like spend 30, 40 minutes just to scroll the whole products they are having. So this is the power of AI that can change the whole like look and feel and the availability of brand for the customers. And it's not limited to tier 1 cities. You can go like to villages as well. And there are like marketplaces like Miso that they have done it. And anyone can do it. The good part of AI is that I want to rightly point out, it gives you a level playing field to you. So you don't need to get connected with multiple vendors. You don't need to be like make multiple calls in a day. You just need a screen. You just need a prompt, and you can do everything on top of it.
No, that's a fair point as well, Salman. And you know what really I really look at the journey with a bit of a surprise, and it actually came out in our report as well, is that retailers are really focusing on the most complicated problems to be solved with AI, which is to understand what the customer or the consumer wants. Like all the examples that you have been talking about is around what is the consumer, how do I anticipate the consumer needs, how do I differentiate myself better, how do I respond much more faster. You're talking about a Met Gala which was 48 hours ago. What can I do about it? And we know what fast fashion is all about, right? How do I respond fastest to what is happening around me? But the irony is that literally, you know, when they used to use the words like charity begins at home, and from the background that we do, kind of the work that we do at PwC, the whole piece around value chain, the whole piece around supply chain, it's the data sitting within us, inside our organizations. You heard Nagesh talk about forecasting accuracy being a very, very important determinant of what it will drive ultimate impact on the business at the shop floor. Discounting, some gentleman had asked that question. So what kind of bothers is why is adoption of AI on in-house processes, which are not consumer-facing processes? It's almost like we keep on saying that AI is a combination of art and science. We somehow feel that it's more veered towards science. It's all about data, algorithms, analytics, visuals, dashboarding, so on and so forth. Actually, that part of science could very well get deployed on the upstream part of your organization. And now Fynd is obviously operating in that whole order orchestration space. How do I connect the various parts of my value chain together? So how do you explain this dichotomy that, guys, we need to think more inside first before we start thinking outside? What's the secret there? What do you think?
So first thing, we need to stop thinking that AI will replace humans or AI will replace jobs. The main thing is here we need to understand AI is here to assist you. It's like a car on a cruise control. So everything, like every process needs to be automated. The process needs to be run on their own, like a store staff which we are having it in our stores. They are like not so skilled right now. If with AI we can have their L&D development programs, if we can assist them with the task that they needs to do every day, like they are super assisted by AI, and we can convert the store staff into a fashion consultant because they are getting the knowledge consistently from AI. So all those things, like if we are able to automate the workflows, we are able to upskill our staff with the AI advent of AI, then definitely we can easily like transform the whole internal process that you rightly pointed out. We need to start in our home first, and that's where we need to understand the processes which are like very much people centric. We need to convert them like in automated workflows, and it should be AI powered with human supervision, not like replaced fully by AI.
Got it. Cool, Salman. I think our times are up. I think I'm getting the gestures out there. So I think this is a never-ending discussion. It may just go on forever. So thanks audience, for the patience listening to us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank
Ravi.
you.